Welcome to the Luxury Channel. This is High TV and I'm happy to have you on a date with Danu. Today on the show, I have a pair that I really love. These two guys are a power couple. But the first person who I'm going to interview has gone through ups and downs in her life. Life has thrown some very bad curves at her. But she has proven that she's smarter and stronger than all those curves. I'm happy to have Indi Yapa with me on a date with Danu.
Oh, na na na. Put your hands in the air if you're loving tonight. Oh, na na na. Keep your hands in the air if you're spending the night. Oh, na na na. Oh, na 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 na. Everybody say it like. Oh, na na na. Oh, na 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 na. Everybody say it.
There'll be girls across the nation that'll eat this up. Babe, I know that it's your soul, but could you bottle it up? Get down to the heart of it. No, it's my heart. You're shit out of your life. Don't make me tell you again.
Woo!
Love, love, love.
Hey,
Love, love, love.
I do it for love.
Love, love, love.
What you do it for? Yeah, you do it for. What you do it for?
Back with us on a date with Danu. And Indi, thank you for joining us on the show.
Anytime, no problem.
All right, to start things off, you look phenomenal.
Thank you.
Let me guess, you're wearing Indi?
Yes,
Ah.
of course.
Such a great person in this. All right, to start things off, in my introduction I said, something that I'm happy is the fact that I've got to know Indi on a personal level, got a chance to meet her, through her meet her family and see what their principles in lives are. Let's go back to the time when you were growing up. How was it?
I think I had like a pretty cool and fun-loving childhood.
Okay.
So I grew up in a really very family-oriented environment. So
All right.
it's good.
But your start to life had a lot of adjustments to do
Yeah, so-
and adjustings.
Yes.
So tell me about the loss of your mum. Would have been the biggest.
Yeah. So that happened when I was like around, I think I was 10.
Okay.
Just turned 10. So it was like a really like a major shock. It took us about 5 years to properly get through the trauma, and realize this actually happened to us, and we have to move on with the life. So it was pretty hard.
In terms of as a person, you have had things given to you on a comfortable way because you come from a family that was able to support you.
Yes.
But in terms of relationships and love and affection in your family is something that you can never buy out of money.
Yes, true.
But how did you sort of create this bond that is so, because your brothers are literally your bodyguards.
Yeah.
They'll kill anything that will just move past you, which is unfair or rude towards you.
I think that's that has been environment when we grew up, right? I think it's my mom's side, my dad's side. All of us are like so attached, and I think we have this like crazy bond. I don't know how. I think we born with it.
Right.
All of us are. We are literally like, I don't know, there for each other in any. I mean, you do something wrong, I'll cover it up for you, kind of thing.
Right.
You know.
It's like I will take your back, you
yes,
take your back kind of
yes.
thing. Now, in terms of your career, you got into design, but you come from a family which is very different thing. Politics into a very hardcore kind of lifestyle.
Yes.
But why take this, and who was your support to this? And how did you feel that you were in design?
So
and fashion?
Even though my dad's side completely into politics and all of that, yes, our house was like filled with people from the day I can remember. But my mom's side, my grandma and all of them are very feminine, and they wanted always to like touch beautiful fabrics, decorate the house.
Okay.
So they're that type. Then after my A-levels and all of that, I wanted to do something in the creative field. So,
Right.
But I was supposed to be a dancer.
Yeah, you told me
ended up
about it.
being-
But I don't think it would have paid you enough.
Yeah.
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 You would have been
Money's
a
not good.
great dancer, but a bit
Yeah.
poor.
I would have ended up in India or something.
Ah, yeah, maybe. That's also a possibility. What type of dancing did you want to get into?
I was into classical dancing, Bharatanatyam and Canadian dancing.
Should make her do something. All right, let's come back to your family, because what I need people to know is, apart from your design and apart from the great things that have hit the runway, there is a very, very deep story. So your aunt became literally like your mum.
Yeah, well, my mother passed away because of an accident.
Yeah.
In the same car, we all were in there. my younger brother, our entire family, and my mother's.
You were also there?
Yes, I was in the car. Yeah, I'm the only one with a scar. I have a scar, like in my properly, like it's visible scar that doesn't go away. None of the other guys
Were harmed by it.
Yeah.
Let's come back to the family side of it. Your mum's sister literally became your mum in terms of to the family.
Yeah, well, anyway, my mother was kind of strict, so she has always been, my aunt has always been the nicest, soft one. So she used to like entertain us. So that more than that, it was the same accident. Her husband also passed away. We all were in the same car.
Right.
And her husband also died. And she has 2 sons. One is no more. Yeah, so we're like a bit of an unfortunate family.
That's because of, I always told, I said, these vehicles, road and you.
Yeah, we have like a bad, this thing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. When we do come back, we are going to be speaking to someone who I admire for the looks mainly. I got to see him first on a stage, and he subsequently married her, and they make the cutest couple. On the other side with Sahan, right here on A Date with Danu.
So good, I got you.
Welcome back to the show, and with me right now I have Sahan, who is in the studio.
There'll be girls across the nation that'll eat this up. Babe, I know that it's you, so but could you bottle it up? Get down to the heart of it. No, it's my heart. Your shit out of your love. Don't make me tell you again.
Woo!
Love, love, love.
Hey,
Love, love, love.
I do it for love.
Love, love, love.
What you do it for? What you do it for? What you do it for?
Welcome, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having us, Danu.
Out of the 2 divas here, Sahan was the biggest diva.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be here. Oh.
It's the same, you know. Look at it. It's an empty table. There's nothing here. We're on a date with Danu, and I don't get any love.
Hello.
Where's my flowers?
I was under the blanket with you all this time.
Oh, okay.
Not good enough, you know.
We were in the same
See?
washroom. We were
It's not
putting
gonna
makeup
happen, man.
together.
Look at, did you even organize anything for us
Yeah.
to eat?
Okay, I'm
Of course.
officially becoming the couch.
Yes. It's just that in all of this, Indi is not a part of it. Everything that happens after this show.
It's one-on-one now.
Yeah, it's one-on-one, and those jeans need to be wet.
Oh my. Okay. Are we showing our true colors here?
Yeah.
Yeah, getting it out there.
Welcome back to the show. So something that I wanted to tell you, I kind of made Indi a bit emotional with that first segment. It's just that I wanted you to know what exactly is a story behind Indi, and I knew it, and I wanted to share it with you, and that's the story behind it. All right, so Sahan and Indi, how did this pair sort of come about?
Well, he would.
So there's her story and my story.
Right, who forced who?
It was
wasn't-
just not like, I don't know.
It wasn't
I
forced
was
upon
just-
anyone.
Okay.
You know, it
I
was a
kinda
mutual
like-
understanding kind of
I
thing.
haven't seen his face. I saw this picture on Instagram.
Oh,
But I've heard about him.
you
but I
stalked
couldn't.
him.
Yeah, so that's what he says.
She did.
No, but then every day he started coming on my friend suggestions. Like that means he
That's
stalked
because
me.
But she has this theory. She has a
No.
theory.
You
No.
sta-
If you Google it up,
No.
it comes. Like if you look at someone's profile too many times, you will be referred
But I
as
didn't know
somebody.
about you or anything like that, you know.
I don't know why.
It's
then you
fine.
came
Anyway, so eventually, then what happened? Where did you
Yeah,
all
so
first
like
meet?
I actually added him on Facebook,
Yeah.
and then he
She
asked
sent me a request.
He asked because of well, you can't even see the face. It was his snakeskin shoe and his belt and this shirt and the half of his beard. I really like the positioning of the picture. I am a person.
You're artistic person, yeah, of
exactly.
course.
So I added him
Right.
on Facebook, and then in the same second I get a message, personal message on Facebook asking, was that a mistake?
That's because Sahan wanted
Yeah,
to be
but
Sahan.
I wanted to know.
No, you
know,
were
'cause-
just trying to be too much.
Yeah,
No, not
so,
really. It's just that I didn't know her,
You
and she
wanted
sent me a
to add
request.
me, or
Yeah.
was that a mistake? and
So
I was like,
are you sure it was me
oh my
you wanted to
god,
send?
this guy is like 24/7 on this online.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't see. I get many requests. I don't
That
see
is
it.
true. He was just waiting for you to write to him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Go on. Wait for the other part. Wait for the other.
Quickly,
And
now the
then-
show doesn't have all day.
yeah. So then I accidentally from Facebook has that thumbs
Yeah.
up.
Like button.
So yeah, that went from my side. And he thought I said, yes, I accidentally added you. And he removed me in that
I
second.
unfriended her.
And then,
And
then
then,
we added
I had,
again,
yeah,
and
we
then,
added
you know,
each other and then we started
as I
talking.
said,
what's
the
your
rest is-
version to it?
It's the
Sahan?
same.
Same.
It's the
She's
same,
actually
but
saying the
he-
truth now.
Let's get into a segment that's going to be a bit of a sticky one right after this. On Sticky Situ, I had to come up with some questions. All right, before we get into the fun things that I have on in my hand, both of you have gone into your second marriages. And how
Correct.
did that work out for you all?
I think second time, touch wood. They
It's
say
great.
you're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky,
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, I think everything happens for a reason, and I'm glad now it happened that way. That's why I met him.
And for you?
So far, so good, you know.
Such
There's
a
nothing
cat.
wrong.
Uh-huh.
It's
Such
not
a
that bad, you know. I might
Yeah.
have to play a third innings or something. I'm not sure. I'm ready for it in case.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
No luck. like that.
but no, she's been awesome. You know, she's an amazing woman, and she has changed my life.
I must tell you one thing though. Once we were out, and that day I called Indi and said, Sahan is just a notch higher than many others that I've seen. She bumped into her ex-husband, and what was amazing is the fact that Sahan welcomed him, asked him to join the table, offered him a drink, and that takes a lot for a man to do. And that shows that you are just above the average.
Thank you.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've always admired that.
Yeah,
about
and that
him.
takes a lot, and I
Well, you know,
and salute you for that.
You know, you shouldn't fear competition.
Yeah.
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 I guess it's like completely different.
It's completely different with her case. You know, every woman that comes across, you know, she thinks I'm trying to sleep with
Yeah,
her.
because
you
I
know?
can understand.
She does.
Yeah.
She thinks.
Yeah.
You know,
No, well, that has been the case.
Yeah, that is
so,
true.
Even
you know,
if I-
yeah, you know,
Total Casanova, I totally get
I
you.
know. Like,
Women
you know,
have their
like when I go to a
instincts.
club, I raise my hands and go now. You know, just to make sure that you know, oh, listen. You know.
I don't know, he's on to something today.
There you go. You're on some spring. All right, let's speak about you as a designer. Now, a lot of things did go out. Some of the most stunning pictures of the two of you were seen at all these fashion shows, and that's how Colombo got to know that two of you are going to tie the knot. All right, Colombo Fashion Week has upgraded so many designers from just being designers trying to make their way in, but to designers who will be world recognized,
Yes.
which has been a phenomenal platform. But and there was a troupe that came about in one go, which also created some controversy over the fact that the designing community got to know that not everyone is exactly friends with everyone. So we had two designers on the show before, Sharini and Ramona Oshini, and this is what she had to say. The name Indi Yapa. Now you were very close with Indi.
Yes.
And then what happened? Why was this fallout?
I think it was a mutual understanding in the end.
Okay.
I was very, very close to her. She was like my own sister. But I think because same industry, people couldn't understand how two people can be friends. And
But how did this sort of work through?
this,
This has
This has
nothing
been
to do
there.
with that, but people have asked us the same
Yeah.
question.
Because y'all are all from that same time
That's
period.
right.
Right.
Okay.
So now you got the gist of it. So is it the industry that sort of separated the two of you?
It's not.
No, not
Me.
Oh,
Well-
is it you?
Come on, it's me.
Yeah, it's 50-50.
Bootylicious, you have created
Let's be
such-
honest.
Yeah, it's 50-50 though. Like a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
guess.
people came to us and like questioned about our friendship.
Right.
I literally like helped her with groceries to like setting up her house to everything. I looked up to her. She's a little senior to me. When I first got here from London, you know, she's like he used to be like my sister.
She's getting emotional.
Yeah, I'm getting emotional. I don't want to go there because I have moved past and
Yeah.
she has too. But when I started dating Sahan, you know, I have given her like so much control over my life. At that point, I realized where she used to make calls on behalf of me when it comes to my relationships. Some of the guys that came, asking out were okay for her, and there was something that she didn't like about Sahan, because Sahan felt like no one else. There cannot be any other dog other than me in her life, kind of thing. It took. We patched up and we tried, and then the industry happened. A lot of other people from the fraternity started commenting on certain things, and people said like,
No, but there are certain people who mess their relationship up as well. So
Yeah.
we got to make sure about that. Without mentioning names or something.
Yes.
There were certain people who came in between them
yeah.
just so that they benefit out of it.
I had a really great trip with the couple, Ramona and Sharon. We went to Singapore. We had I was single and I was like the baby.
Right.
They took me around and we had a really good time,
But great memories are made of these, and I hope that this show could be the platform that you all rekindle what you all lost. Because I'm sure if it was so strong, it can always build up. And if Sahan
some
is just an
chapters-
obstacle, I will take Sahan home.
I know. I love Ramona.
I thought you'll come home with
He always liked
I
because
liked
she's very
Ramona.
stern and
No,
straightforward
no,
with
not
us.
that.
Yeah.
If there's an
She,
obstacle, I can
she's
take
got
it.
balls.
yeah.
For you.
Yeah.
Take it away.
He's finding
Let's get
his
into
way
a
out.
break. When we do come back, it's going to be more fun because I'm going to just go into some social media scene with them. We will come back with Date with Danu right here on High TV.
I got you.
Welcome back to the show. It's a date with Danu. Sahan got into some hot water a few years back when there was a show that was happening here, which was another franchise fashion show. And Indi was the showstopper. And one thing I called Indi, at that time we were not so close, I called her for the only reason her collection was spectacular. It was out of this world. Those pieces were just one in a million. And I called and said, please do a photo shoot because there weren't enough audience to watch the show.
Yeah.
Because it was raining and it was just
It was too long
it
by
was
the
just a
time
mad,
at the end of
mad
it.
day.
Yeah.
It was a mad rush.
Yeah.
Mad
So
rush.
tell me about this this affiliation that you got with the Lakme Fashion Week, and what was the confusion about, and because you were always playing the part of a designer there. Just because you were
Yeah.
married to him, you had nothing to do with
Exactly.
it. Yeah. So tell me
Thank
about
you.
it.
So a lot of people actually thought that she was involved in the entire thing as well, but
Yeah.
she wasn't. It was basically me and a couple of other
I
partners.
just took part because
Yeah. And you were just
there
doing
were
the
other
designer's
designers
job.
too.
She was just
you
a
know?
designer.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, Colombo is controlled by, you can't really call it a mafia or so, but, a couple of fashion shows that, has been there for a long time. So, whenever a new entry comes, they get all backwards and a bit, shaken up. And especially when we brought in a brand like Lakme, all the way from India to be the main sponsor, then it went to another level of, mental disorder, you could say, or, whatever the thing that freaked them
because
out.
I don't think it was blown out of proportion.
It was.
It was just an opportunity Sahan got through a friend. So he just wanted to try it out and see.
And also
it
share
was
it
a
with
good,
some people in the design.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And what people got scared was, they thought, okay, Lakme Fashion Week in India and Lakme Sri Lanka Fashion Week is completely different. Lakme came here as a brand,
Yeah.
Not as the franchise
not
of the
as the
show.
franchise of the show. So, but people got freaked out, started calling people in India, saying, how can you give it to these? We have bigger shows, and et cetera, et cetera.
Let's get into something that's on social media because I need to sort of dig into the past. Right now on WTFB. It's time for WTFB.
What does it stand for?
What's on Facebook?
What's on Facebook? Okay.
Oh,
All right, so let's start with some kind things. Back in the days, we had this era when we put up pictures just because we can put up pictures on Facebook. And when you have something new,
What
you
you
have to
got?
sort of show it out. So, or you just go to the neighbor's house and click a picture with something that belongs to the neighbor.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can certainly.
Belong to you or the neighbor?
oh my!
Wow. That's a really old one. That's mine.
That's yours.
That's mine.
In Australia.
It's in Australia. That's
Well,
mine.
well
I was a
done.
crazy Fast and the Furious fan. That was when I was
If-
young and restless.
Yeah,
no
it was
beard or
here.
anything like that.
Really?
It was here. He
was here.
drew
This house is-
everywhere saying Sahan on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But
And
this
then-
is in Australia, right?
That's
That
in
is in
Australia.
Australia,
That's
but
mine.
he made sure when he came here
It came
for
with it.
for a holiday, for 1 year break, that the car comes with him.
Really? You
Yeah.
shipped it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I shipped it.
It was
It was
here.
here.
Now he
So,
sold
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But
It's
That's
awesome.
for you. Yeah, that's for you, Sahan. You can give it to
oh
him,
my
please.
gosh,
I look young.
that's a good
Yeah.
picture.
What's
oh my
that?
God, thank
You've
God
been
I didn't know
stalking
him
me,
at that
Danu.
time.
And talk about great friendships. Let's go back in time with this one.
Ah,
Yeah. These were the
We
days.
both were very smaller in
Yeah.
size. Both of us.
Both of us are smaller in size. I totally get you there.
Yeah.
But this was back in what, 2008? 9? Somewhere during that time.
No, I think 11-ish.
You look really young there.
you know,
Yeah.
if these two get back together, Danu, they're going to be power designers, man.
That is true. There.
Okay.
All right, that's for
You're
you. To treasure
Like
and
fixing my
reminisce
broken
me.
marriage.
All right. You know, there was a time when people thought posing was an art. And some people did try posing. Explain this to me, Hindi.
Where the hell?
I was tired and a guy.
Where was this?
This is in Singapore.
And what's this look?
Because I was really upset. I wanted to come home.
Can I
previous
tell her? Can I tell him?
Yeah.
Why she was upset?
Why?
Some
previous
guy proposed
night.
to her.
Who?
Some guy proposed to her.
What?
Yep.
Previous
And
night.
she ran away.
I ran away from the proposal.
Some random guy?
No, it's a
friend.
guy I
We
know.
don't want to
and
say the
then-
name.
Okay.
It was set up by one of my friends. I know him. He booked Marina Bay Sands. And I walked in for dinner with friends and no one was there and he was on his knees.
Yep.
And I ran away. Next day we were going to this, what is this?
Clearly, you can see she's still trying to figure out what the hell did I do.
And,
I was really upset for
did
like
he-
breaking his
yeah,
heart.
did you talk to him after that? You never
They
got
talk
an
now.
indication?
Yeah, they do
Now
talk.
I think there's
How
a
come
lot
I
of
don't
hatred.
know about this?
We never got into all that.
Yeah, I know.
I had,
Okay, yeah. Upset about it.
if I was really thin. That's all I
The
could
time when I thought Sahan was just simply delicious was when I saw him on this.
Oh my god.
This was my favorite version of Sahan.
Yep.
He had swag on that stage. He nailed it, and I thought it was phenomenal.
That's the first time you saw me.
Me and Ramona, we were whistling from the
but
audience.
I thought he looked spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah, you looked.
I wish I had the same body
That is
now.
when we just started talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look delicious, literally. And he had some attitude, I tell you. He saw me near the
He's got like-
iced coffee stand.
You can
and
keep
just
that,
said, "No,
Danu.
I don't want it.
Are you sure?
I have you
can
in
keep
life,
that
I don't
picture.
need
you can put it up on your wall.
I have you in life, I don't need that. I squeeze when I want to. All right.
I know.
And the last picture, talk about affection, I tell you. Where are you from? What's your hometown?
Mathura. Oh my
Jesus.
man!
I must say,
That's incest. That's incest, you know. That's absolute incest happening there.
So
That's some Game of Thrones
I know,
thing happening
but
there.
this is like, I tell you.
that is after one of the alms giving or something.
You just imagine after almsgiving you're doing that.
It's in a temple, like outside.
She's making it worse now. She's making it worse now, absolutely.
How? Like,
In a
how
temple
many
you're doing
pictures
that?
you did
What is this?
on Facebook? I don't think you
I
can even
must say
like
this is
find.
very Mathura
Oh
though.
my
But
God!
You gotta tell who that is.
That's a brother.
That's her brother.
That's a middle child.
That's her oldest
That
brother.
looks like that doesn't even look like Mathur anymore. It's so bad.
Before we wrap things up on the show, I am so grateful that I got a chance to get to know them and become a part of their lives and be myself with them. She refused to come for the earlier shoot. There was another day that was, I snapped at her and was so angry because I've done
No,
so
we were
much of work.
flying
Yeah, I know.
couple of days,
I was but I realized that I could be that mad at you for the only reason that I was so comfortable with you and I
Yeah.
loved you so much.
Yeah.
And I was so upset that I even spoke to her on those lines. I'd like write a long story. But it just goes to say that you are literally a part of my life and I think I'll
Oh, thank
always
you.
like
You are
it that way.
too. You know.
Thank you guys for being here. Sahan, thanks for being such a great person. I know one thing, if I'm in trouble, I could always call these guys
Oh, yeah,
and the
of
whole
course.
family will be there.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. We need to wrap things up on the show. It has been amazing having you guys and I can never get enough of you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Yes.
This show ends, but with another episode next week, we need to say goodbye. You have yourself a great day and continue watching your luxury channel. This is High TV. It's a wrap.
Fuck. Damn bitch. Damn bitch. A nigga understand. Hit the gas so hard, make it rotate. All my niggas blow up like a propane. Niggas be